Hello music fans, welcome back to the Death by Unicorn channel, and this is another installment in my What's New 2022 series where I give my first impressions on new releases that came out in 2022. So new albums, usually in the metal, rock, and prog genres. And we're talking about 4 albums today that came out on Friday, April 29th. And I'll put them in the order of which one's my favorite. I'll start off with my favorite here, so I won't leave you in suspense. My favorite release that I heard from April 29th was from a band called Empire Springs, and the album's called The Luminescence. This is progressive metal, and this is their debut album, and it's an amazing debut for a prog metal band. They're very catchy. The vocals are almost emo sounding at times, so they have a bit of that influence in there. But I really enjoyed this. This is probably one of the 4 albums that I'm talking about today that I'll actually go back to the most. The other 3 are good to listen to once, maybe twice, but I probably won't go back to them as much. My second favorite album that came out on Friday, April 29th that I heard was from a band called Kaipa, and the album's Urskog, and this is progressive rock. It's their 14th album. Very well executed prog rock, but plays it a little safe, not so much stands out from the crowd. Pretty standard sounding progressive rock album, but pretty well done as well. So I recommend checking it out. I'm probably not going to listen to it a lot, but I'll listen to it a little bit and got some enjoyment from it. Third one that I heard that I enjoyed was from Trower, and it's an album called No More Worlds to Conquer. And Trower was the guitarist for Procol Harum, which is a band that made some of the first progressive rock songs and albums in the 60s and onwards. That's kind of why I checked it out. I just recognized the name. I haven't heard any of his solo stuff before this. But this isn't prog at all. It's kind of like hard rock with blues influence. So if you like some bluesy rock, bluesy hard rock, it's pretty well executed stuff in there. He must be getting on the older side for sure, but he's still rocking out. Pretty standard sounding hard blues rock, but still pretty good. It's not exactly my favorite style of music, so I probably won't go back to it much, but I enjoy listening to that style from time to time. And if you like it, you'll probably enjoy this. And the last one that I'll mention today is from the band Rammstein, and the album's called Zeit, and this is industrial metal. It's their 8th album, and it's very fun to listen to. Really catchy, good riffs. Nice to hear some German lyrics to change things up for me. I usually listen to English music. I wasn't big on their use of auto-tune. I noticed it on one of the tracks. I'm not sure if they use it on more than one, but it really was super noticeable on one. I think, it's obviously intentional because they didn't try to hide it or anything, but yeah, I'm not a fan of that sound. But this album was great to hear once as kind of a novelty. I see them as more of a novelty, kind of fun industrial metal band. Probably won't return to it, but it's pretty cool, like background music to work to, or if you have friends over that like this kind of metal, you could totally jam to it. And that's it for my first impressions of these 4 albums that came out on Friday, April 29th, 2022. Till next time, peace out.